What's going on? Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
A dead boar, but it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers. The carcass seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. You notice 2 small puncture wounds in its neck. Looking closer, you can see the skin around its face is desiccated. It's been completely drained of blood.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons. Wasn't no few goblins, mate. There's an entire hive of them. Contract failed to mention that part. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on. We're wasting time.
Can't give up now.
Father, they will die for you.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle to name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
They should all be running.
Mind never quiet.
I wonder what the next move is.
Still in control. Just.
Key. Wonder what it opens.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Touch me, and you'll regret it.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you. You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join. Excellent. Let's go. So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
I would too. Go on, Will. We're listening. Who sicked you on me?
You're not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to your throat, Karlach.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for you, Will.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Well, well, well.
keep it together.
I've a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
No time to rest.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I have such a headache. Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
These boots have seen everything.
West, Baldur's Gate. East, El Turel.
Is that blood? No, that's curious.
All is ash and meat. Still in control. Just.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I've got a long road ahead.
Enough! We know you have her. Please, we just want Mayrina back.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
No one back home will ever believe this. Might be useful.
Chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched. The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Intestines throb. Blood whispers. No time to rest.
Blood everywhere. This camp was ambushed.
Let's get going.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Never a dull moment. What to do?
Keep it together. Don't want to draw any attention.
Can't risk being in open view. Here we go again. Breathe quiet, move with care.
Should have worn better boots.
Taking my time in the shadows.
Into the bloody fray.
Out of sight, out of mind. With haste.
No choice but to keep going.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
choice but to keep going.
Time to push my luck again.
Survival is all that matters. Try me.
Can't even catch my breath.
Nothing important is ever easy. Have to keep going. Survival is all that matters. Death won't take me yet.
Can't even catch my breath.
Blood comes easy these days. Time to press ahead.
Ah! My finger. Blood comes easy these days.
Can't slow down.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Nothing important is ever easy. Can't slow down.
Give in.
Never a dull moment.
I won't give in. What now? Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Oh, so much for peace.
They're dying for me. All of them.
Better than nothing.
Must be the tree from the note to Korga. What's that cleft there?
What to do?
What a day.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Keep it together.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Yes?
The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
All right, what now?
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out. If I can afford her blood price.
A vampire spawn? Why?
It is a sacred mission from the head of my tribe. She sent me here to capture the beast and return it to her.
Capture? And bring it where?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
Under all the smiles, you can feel Astarion's tension. He's coiled like a spring, hand inching towards his weapon.
I've crossed paths with your people before, you know. It wasn't a good experience. He was spinning a tale, and you were falling for it. Vampires, sacred missions. Honestly, he would have followed us to camp and slit our throats in the night. Trust me, I did us a favor. It's a figure of speech, darling. I'd be disappointed if you trusted me at all. Now, if we're done, we have more important business to get on with.
At least things have stayed interesting.
The frog's entire body shakes. It ribbits erratically as if in pain. The creature's limbs shake with effort, hind legs ready to pounce.
gold in a hat. Wonder whose. Can't give up now.